I mean, I've faced two attempts to cancel my speeches in the UK, one at Exeter University and one at Bristol University. Again, the event last night was supposed to be at King's College, and King's College won't have me back because years ago, Antifa attacked me at King's College, and so somehow they blame me rather than blaming Antifa.
I looked at one, there was one study which was done, well, there's a couple actually, and I think it was done about 10 years ago when things were way less extreme than they are now, which found that something like 40 to 50% of sociology professors, or maybe it was 30 to 40% of sociology professors, identify as either radical left, activist left, or Marxists, which is like almost half of all sociology professors. And the rest are kind of independent or Democrat type or liberal Labour type in the UK. And in America, I think they found in one study that 1% or less of sociology professors were openly Republican. And that's just Republican. It's not even like Trumpist or very right. It's just like anything which isn't Democrat or independent in the US. And then obviously, absolutely. I mean, there may be other studies, but that's like really like, it does seem like a very profound issue in our society today to me.
Yes, and if the universities are dominated by them, then the culture is dominated by them, then they have disproportionate power over what happens in the world. And one of the most shocking things that's happened in the last 10 years or so is how these radical leftists or these wacky leftists have turned against free speech and have become, dramatically anti-free speech. And of course, once you start silencing your opposition, then there is no opposition. Then you're the only voice that's heard. So it truly is scary when 80-90% of professors, I think that's exaggerated, but suddenly a significant number of professors won't tolerate alternative views and are willing and support the silencing of alternative views.
Yeah, that also just the amazing thing about that is how almost it's become something which you don't even really notice anymore because it's so commonplace. So just to give one example, last night I went to see you give a speech and I was talking to the guy. It was at London University, and it was the London University Society of Students who put the event on. And it wasn't a huge event. It was just a smallish event with you giving a speech to maybe like 40, 50 people. And the guy just casually mentioned to me afterwards when we went to the pub, oh yeah, but by the way, we had to have this event outside of the campus because it's almost impossible to get an event like this at campus because there's just too much, like there are too many barriers to it basically. And it was because of the ideological position of the society and the type of events they want to put on. And I just like, that's just one example. And just in the, like taking you as an example, you faced at least one attempt to cancel your speech just this year, just in the UK, right?
I mean, I've faced two attempts to cancel my speeches in the UK, one at Exeter University and one at Bristol University. Again, the event last night was supposed to be at King's College, and King's College won't have me back because years ago, Antifa attacked me at King's College, and so somehow they blame me rather than blaming Antifa. And in the past, there were attempts to cancel me a few years ago at Exeter and at other places in the US as well. So yes, I mean, and the fact that university administrations tolerate this nonsense, sanction it, and then, blame me again, like at King's College, is ridiculous and pathetic. And universities, which are supposed to be the bastions of free exchange of ideas and free speech and openness to radical and new ideas, it really is tragic to see them succumbing to kind of this kind of attitude.